So we continue to sort of challenge ourselves to bring flagship innovations to more people at more price points. Whether it's design, latest software, apps, camera, we're looking for more ways to pack innovation in and wow users. So to be successful, we have to embrace a challenger mindset. That's the state we're in. It's the mindset we have at Microsoft. And we recognize we have to do better, and we have to provide consumers more, and we have to price things right. But we're going to do a challenge. We're going to challenge Apple and Samsung. And we're going to expose the premium they're charging their consumers for a smartphone experience that clearly is inferior to Lumia. And to prove my point, allow me to introduce the newest addition to the Lumia lineup. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the Lumia 830, the first affordable flagship. You can clap, absolutely. I'll give you a little more time here. We're going to show you a lot about this device. It's powered with the latest from Microsoft, packed with all the greatness and differentiation of Lumia, in our thinnest, lightest design yet. I'm really excited about this. How about I give you one screen and one reverse? Does that work? Okay. All right. So at its core, the Lumia 830 obviously comes with the latest version of Windows Phone 8.1, features like preloaded Microsoft Office, easy sharing with OneDrive, and of course Cortana for the markets it's available in. And with Windows Phone 8.1, the personalization of Lumia smartphone has never been easier. Whether it's live folders, app corner, a new glance screen, updated glance screen, and then connecting to Wi-Fi in a more secure way with VPN. All those things come pre-installed and loaded in the Lumia 830. It also ships with the Lumia Denim update that we talked about earlier. What I love most about this device is the great things people love about our flagship, like the 930, and basically putting them in a slimmer, sleeker package without compromising the experience. And let's start with the imaging capability. Let me tell you what's packed in this 830. First of all, there's an industry-leading PureView imaging sensor, 10 megapixel sensor, Zeiss optics, and our thinnest optic image stabilization module yet. That's how we get such a thin, sleek design. And you get stunning images day or night, and I want to show you some examples of the amazing images that come out of the Lumia 830. Today, we're doing it for the front-facing camera. It is time for a better Skype experience, and it's time for a better selfie. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Lumia 735 and the Lumia 730 dual SIM. The Lumia 735, thank you. Lumia 735 obviously is 4G LTE enabled. The Lumia 730 dual SIM is 3G connectivity. Really beautiful designs, gorgeous form factor, and we'll talk about the amazing experiences that come within this device. Give it a little more time. By the way, I can see some cameras out there we need to upgrade, and we'll talk after this, this demo here. How about I put one front-wise there? So that's the Lumia 735 and Lumia 730. Recently, I saw some analyst estimates that talked about there's more than 50 billion selfies were shot in 2014. Yes, 50 billion with a B. Now, I was saying to someone earlier, I think 49 billion of those come from my 2 teenage kids, because that's all they do, is the selfies. But the way I estimate it is about 95% of those images are kind of lousy. They're grainy, poorly lit photos. And so if you take that 49 or 50 billion, that's about 130 lousy photos updated or uploaded to Instagram, Weibo, Facebook, etc., on a daily basis. And I think we can do better. So basically, we plan to change that. With the 24 millimeter focal length on the wide angle, 5 megapixel front-facing camera on those devices, you'll fit more in the frame than ever before. More of what's going on behind you, more friends in the group, more family on Skype calls, more of everything you want to share, not just more, but better images, and you'll see that. You'll never cut out another member of a group or miss an unbelievable scene during a selfie, and we're going to change that. Some of you might have heard of this, the Ellen selfie. Has anybody heard or seen that? So, earlier this year, American talk show host Ellen, she snapped a selfie at the Oscars. You'll recall the image went viral. It was a massive cultural phenomenon. It was amazing, but it was also kind of amazingly bad. I don't know if you noticed the photo. Out of focus, poor light saturation, and then how about this guy, poor Jared Leto, right? He was cut out of the picture. So the actor wins the award for the incredible performance in Dallas Buyers Club, but thanks to a bad image or bad camera, gets cropped out of the most shared image in social media history. And my daughter was saying to me, my daughter's 16, she said, "Dad, if you get the opportunity to take a picture with Brad Pitt, you don't want to be out of the frame, and you have to be in focus." And this is really what we're going to try to change. So to prove how good our devices is at taking group selfies, we're going to try to reimagine that group selfie from 2014. But it's not just about the hardware. I want to show you some of the software here. So if we go to what's called the Lumia Selfie app, so it brings not only great hardware, but software to do different things with your selfie. So let me go to something called Lumia Selfie at the top here. It's an application. And it allows you to capture your selfies, edit, and share photos of yourself. So a couple things we'll do. We'll go into the gallery here. I'll show you one that I took earlier. This was yesterday when I got into Berlin. And what I did here is took a selfie. The reason I took this one is there was a massive billboard for the Surface Pro 3 up. And I said, hey, we have to get one. We've got to show some love to Panos Panay, who runs the Surface team at Microsoft. And so I decided to do this one. But the great thing about this is once you capture the selfie here, you can do some really good things here. So you can apply filters right within the application. This applies the last filter that I use called Elegant, but as I just swipe to the right, you can see different filters that get applied to it. If I want to see all the filters available, you can see those here. Scroll down. Let's just do the Lumia filter here. So really quickly being able to capture high quality images and then the ability to customize it. So the Lumia 730 dual SIM 3G is planned to sell for about 199 euros before taxes and subsidy. And then the Lumia 735 4G LTE will be priced around 219 euros before taxes and subsidies. And both devices bring you amazing wide-angle front-facing camera, a 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon quad-core processor, 4.7 HD display, a 2220 milliamp battery, and a 6.7 megapixel rear camera that captures great shots, even in low light. And by the way, the rear camera comes with Zeiss optics and the largest aperture found in smartphones today with an f-stop of 1.9. That's why it captures great photos in low light.